Hello, viewers. I'm SB, and welcome back to Phoenix Point, Terror from the Void, where today we have some stuff to knock over. I'm excited about this part. Like, I feel like I'm pretty good at the tactical parts of this game, and I feel like I am flailing in the dark so much on the strategy sections sometimes. It's really nice to just have like something very clear and obvious to do today. Also, there's nothing in our production queue right now, so we should probably fix that. We have a lot of stuff to build. uh, we are missing an entire base worth of equipment, right? Like these people have. What do you have? You have just a pistol, but you have full armor at least. So we need to get you a sniper rifle. I have this Viara that we can use. We have a very limited supply of ammunition for it, though. I would like to make a real one. Also, actually, is it possible? Am I allowed to swap equipment? Yeah, okay. We are in fact allowed to throw equipment onto people who are on the Manticore. Who is the one who carries the stun weapon? It's probably Jacob, right? Jacob's fast. Not Jacob, Joe. It's probably Joe, because Joe's fast and it's not really gonna interface with neural feedback at all, or with specifically with surprise attack. So it deals 8 paralysis for 1 AP. And we need to make sure that we're getting. Yeah, I don't know. You're fast, so you're taking it. Yeah, who knows? Maybe we can pick something up. I'm gonna try a reasonable amount and not get myself killed. Okay, so let's build a sniper rifle. The Synedrian laser sniper rifle is 120 damage at 63 range. And my scroll wheel is not scroll wheeling. There we go. It's 110 damage of 51 range. It's 4 weight. It seems like the Synedrian, this laser sniper rifle is just better. Yeah, it seems like it's just better. I mean, it's considerably more expensive in terms of tech, and the ammo is considerably more expensive in terms of tech too, and that is, I suppose, something that we do have to think about. But it feels to me like a winner for sure. Yep, you are low on tech, which is the rarest resource to find. I mean, you think so, but we have had a surplus. We've been trading tech for stuff for a long time. Is the only reason we're low on it. Don't worry, we'll figure it out. We will survive somehow. All right, and yeah, and then we got to manufacture the gear for everybody else too, and we'll totally get there eventually. For the moment, now that we have something in the queue, let's get flying. And there's nothing else that needs doing over here with the other ships. No, I don't. I could be ferrying in the blimp, I suppose. What we could be doing with the blimp has such a large capacity that we could throw everybody who's currently in Phoenix Point and the tank in the blimp and have them go explore stuff. Are you ready to defend yourselves if like a mission happened? Here's armor for you. You look very piecemeal. So Citizen Eileen is well and properly attired here. We could stand to have a magazine for her rifle, but honestly, the rifle contains 15 shots. It's pretty good. The only thing I'm a little uncomfortable with is this. I wish you had a PDW or something. So we'd be going out there with effectively an assault and a sniper and the tank, which is a fun weapon for sure, but it's not like the greatest thing we've ever had. Grenade launcher turret has 8 ammo capacity. And the minigun can fire 8 times. I would hate to get caught in a real mission, you know, and find that we're in a terrible amount of danger. If we bring on new recruits, they show up naked, right? But if we recruit people from the geoscape, they come with their equipment. So that's one thing we could be doing is we could be sending the Tiamat out to grab folks. So who has like fun stuff? Okay, here's an assault with Hunter. That's pretty good. A sniper with heavy weapon proficiency is kind of funny. History of violence is pretty good on sniper weapons. Extra willpower also pretty good. But these guys have a significant non-food recruitment costs. And these are berserkers, which is not really what I'm looking for. A priest might be an interesting recruit. But yeah, these guys having non-food recruitment costs is a little tricky. So yeah, the question really is just like, do I believe that this crew could survive a fight, or am I just feeding feeding people to the Pandorans if I go for this? I choose to believe in the power of the tank. I think the truck can get us where we're going. They're probably not going to run into anything huge. Alright, so have them run out there and have Manticore 1 head over here. I know we got a person wounded, but I think time is of the essence on this base stuff. And then we still have our air scramble vehicle available for air scrambling should something need to be done. Alright, locate and eliminate hatching sentinels to destroy the nest. Let's do it. Everybody in. So Jacob's the wounded one. Jacob's got to stay back, but Jacob can stay back. That's fine. And he has bonus accuracy at a distance. He has Master Marksman on account of being half sniper. We do need to be cautious. Losing Jacob would be like, I would be beside myself. I would be inconsolable. But we're certainly not going to go home and heal up and then come back. Okay, so why do I just have this thing in my backpack? I should have this thing on my bar. What am I doing? Okay. Fortunately, he has the ability to adjust that shit for free. So we have to assume that like the interior of the map always seems to hold at least one fruiting structure, I guess is the terminology I'm going to use.
Ready.
Let's have Irina move up a little bit. She's blocking everybody the way we came off of the ramp here. Now, what I don't love is having to run through this much fog right at the beginning of the mission. This feels very, very concerning.
Still alive.
Receiving loud and clear.
Ready to go to work.
So Joe's got to be pretty far up is the plan. If we're going to attempt to capture anything.
Already there.
Are we committing to a deeper push? I'm a little concerned about her position. Like if we got something from this side coming at us, right? She's not actually in cover relative to that. But like we absolutely have to check out this this alcove. We have to know.
I can make a difference.
So this is Omar and Jacob. Omar can run up here because Quick Shot could still fire from here. Actually, that might not be where I want him to be. That might be where I want Irina to be. Whatever. We'll see what happens. We might not see any enemies, so it may not be relevant. Soren doesn't have mist breathing. It was Velric who had the ability to breathe the mist, which is a shame because actually I would totally use that ability here. All right. Well, hard to say where we need to be exactly then. I'm gonna move Irina up to here and just kind of set up a generic Overwatch. Do I want to set up this way? Like I don't want to include my dude in the Overwatch and have her accidentally hit him, but her shooting's pretty tight. It shouldn't be an issue. I'm gonna post it all the way back to this wall.
Area covered.
All right, watch for stuff coming in from that side. Jacob.
I'm here.
How much further do we want to move people?
Ready.
You don't really want to run Sato like all the way in, but we're running out of cover, right? We're running out of places where we can
Channel open.
stick people. Sato doesn't have the 1 AP cover ability. Okay. Or the 1 AP Overwatch. So we're gonna just like take it easy here for a second. See if we hear anything.
I'm on
And then we'll
Overwatch.
delve further into the nightmare if we must. You're just not going to do anything, which leaves you pretty far behind. I guess I'd rather close up, but I don't want to close up in a way where I'm becoming an obstruction for the sniper, because I know what happens to things that get in front of the rifle. So I guess I'm just going to end your turn and your turn. Jacob, you can participate in Overwatch against stuff from this side. What if something comes from that tunnel specifically? Probably not. Probably this is probably much more likely something would come from here, and anything that came from here would have a great angle on us. So I definitely want to make sure that we're putting a lot of bullets into it. Okay, we know that there are enemies. That's all we got. Fantastic. Soren, if you could provide some further intelligence, please. Okay, we got egg. Friends, we've got egg. We have egg sign. Not a lot of cover to speak of. Just kind of an open hallway. Not my favorite. does kind of look like this is going to just reconnect to out here. So maybe I'm going to... It totally might not, though. Well, this won't be a dead end. This could be a dead end. Should I have somebody, like, look around out here? Somebody's got to go with... Sato, go with him. Yeah, I'm just going to, like, commit Sato pretty deep here.
Moving in.
Get through all the will. Or the will. Through all the mist in a single move. I hate to just, like, do an alert crouch at the entrance to an area, but I also hate to have a bunch of soldiers have to run into and then out of a narrow hallway. Like, there's a degree to which this shit is cumbersome that actually becomes dangerous. You know, if an enemy happens upon you while you are somewhat indisposed.
What's the plan?
And again, we do have some awfully limited cover in a lot of places. Really? I can't see anything? That's crazy.
What's our plan?
All right, I know I'm rolling really slow here. We can just play aimed burst this turn, right? And just like hold the buff. Oh no, actually, so wait, next shot with assault rifle. So it is itself an attack. Boy, it's not worded well. I don't know exactly what I'm aiming at, but let's aim at it over this way. Get more over here.
Ready, willing, and able.
And Arena's going to post up in this direction as well. I don't think anything's going to come from over here, and if it did, we have enough distance and stuff. I'm not too worried about the damage we would take from behind. But I do think this is just going to reconnect up there. Boy, it is remarkable how narrow the sniper cone is. And of course, I'm leery of using Soren's pistol if we don't have to, because we do not know how to manufacture ammunition for it. Okay. Well, we got an Arthron. Oh, cool. Two guys. Paralysis damage reduces the action points based on proportion to the target's strength. If the enemy's strength is exceeded, the target becomes paralyzed. Okay, that's pretty annoying. Wow, okay. The entire enemy army is down here. Well. So 210, 180 to 120. These are soft-ish targets, but how many people do we need to like retask? What I'm trying to figure out here is like, You have a grenade you could throw that will not kill the egg, right? If I did throw this grenade, we could do reasonably, we could hit the back 3. I cannot really hit all 4 of them. That doesn't seem likely. So is this guy... Does this guy have the AP to shield up? Is his shield is like planted. Yeah, they both are, I think. So they had enough AP to like fire at us. They just happened into us within a single, moment of their turn beginning. So I could do this into a quick shot and probably clear, maybe clear the one guy. We have no idea what's behind them. I mean, the quick aim's going to happen anyway, right? So I could hit quick aim now. Look at what the shot looks like. Oh, right, I'm shooting through fog. I mean, I can still pretty much see. But the fact is, realistically, what I'm looking at here is 2 bullets hitting, maybe. It's actually pretty bad at this distance. So maybe it's not trustworthy at all. Maybe we just run. I hate to fall back and fight them in the fog. And nobody else is close enough to come up because it didn't strike me that the game would move a full squad of enemies onto me and open fire on the same turn because I'm an idiot, I guess. Throw the grenade. Okay, he gets his stealth on anyway. We disabled this guy's weapon, so he's bleeding.
Aiming.
Oh, the egg is so hard to... Okay.
Kill
Okay.
confirmed.
Mindfragger egg down. That's important. That's big. Am I running backwards with my free move plus another movement point, or am I taking another shot? Unfortunately, we damaged out 3 of the enemy's arms, so we know that he can still fire his weapon because it's a pistol, right? I think maybe it's we take as much movement backwards as we can get. I hate to do that. I hate to end a turn like deep in the mist. I wish there was any cover at all, One thing I could do here is I could move up. We could spend a point to dash. Oh no, right. The reason this is, I was like, how is that 2 movement points? But right, it's because I didn't start with all my AP. So I can run up here and I can kill this guy, no problem. And then the question is, how do I make sure I'm out of the way so that Sato can move up to this corner and then fire at where he knows that thing to be, which I think is probably where it is still. And his weapon is small enough that if we don't get it right, it's not the end of the world. And with that thing having lost its only attack, because these guys don't have spitter heads. Even if they did have spitter heads, I also took off his head with the grenade. It was actually a really good grenade. Yeah, I'm gonna move to here. We're gonna get aggressive with him. I'm going to clonk him. We're gonna get the days. I'm gonna get my AP back. I'm gonna use it to finish the job. He has how much HP left? 54. Unfortunately, bash is just not. These weapons don't bash very well. Yeah, I gotta hit him with the real thing. I could 1 AP him with Nurgle's Wrath. 52 damage is not gonna work. But he'll bleed out. Provided that I could hit him in a place where he doesn't have armor. And I could. His arm is like available. So how many bullets do I have? I have 4. I'm being really careful with these, but I also have to be careful with like the life of my dude. But I can step back to here. Like I can get out of the way. Yeah, hit him. Then back to here. And then Sato spends his movement moving up. How up? Do I think they have grenades? It's like the really critical operative question here. Sato's got pretty heavy armor on. He's got heavier armor than most of us. And again, that melee enemy isn't actually able to deal damage anymore. Alright, so we're just going to stick a shot. Free aim. Right about here. I hit something. You could hear me hitting something. All right, Joe, press forward.
Shake it, baby.
Okay, that's just like a totally dark. I guess it's a wall, but it doesn't. It doesn't have any of the features of a wall, like the wall part.
My turn.
Okay, so that's just a really bad. They've done a horrible job of rendering this part of the cave. That's a shame because that does like basically waste a whole turn. We don't want Jacob to take the lead. Omar can take the lead a little bit, but as ever, we have to be, cognizant of the fact that Omar can't fire his gun after he moves more than about 3 steps. But what he can do is just get right up in people's faces, wear heavy armor, and then have return fire.
Going in.
Yeah,
Here I come.
we'll just stop right there. That'll be how we do that. And you can follow up. I'm going to turn Arena around,
Prepared.
I think, and send her with these 2. But Jacob's going with the others.
Let's go.
Why would we split up the team? What's the utility of this? I just want to get out of here, y'all. Every turn we spend in this place is a turn where things can go insanely awry, right? So what we do is we just keep moving. There is no value in an Overwatch at this point, but fuck it. Okay, stuff is happening and it's not on camera, and I hate that. An Arthron Tyrant. Also, we can hear enemy. Yeah, Triton footpad. So I think I was right. These areas do connect. The brute's just trying to leave. Makes sense. Okay, so there's something in the dark out there. This thing has become visible. It is void touched. And it did not fire its neural pistol at us. And it will bleed out on its next turn. I don't know how the timing on that works. Will it bleed out and then produce the Umbro monster right away, or it'll be interesting to see.
Make a difference. Target located.
Okay. Well, Omar, you've got to move probably about at least this far in order
On the move.
for people to be able to come in around you. And then I guess we're going to try to quick aim that thing to death. I mean, we're pretty close to it.
Zooming in.
Having disabled its head disables its attack, right? I don't know which part of its body originally had the ability, but I think it's off now. So that's probably good enough.
I'm here.
Boy, it is a long run to cover. Our flanking maneuver is going to be awesome once we actually execute it. But I am very sad about how little stuff there is to hide behind. Do I want to haul ass to low cover? We don't know exactly what we're looking at over here. Soren can run forward. This tile doesn't have a cover designation. The shape of the wall doesn't seem very safe. I mean, I could run all the way up to here, certainly. We will be able to see something. I sure wish I felt comfortable with like whether this guy was going to turn into an Umbra monster at the beginning of his turn or not.
Ready, willing, and able.
You're actually not even... You're going to bleed out. So not really a thing to worry about. I could run up here and then at the very least like run back a lot of that distance, right? Like mostly what I want to do is provide vision for the others. Okay. Well, that's a huge amount of vision for the others. That's actually super helpful. So that guy's just using a Yat. This guy's wielding a basic Arthron gun. He has return fire. And he's got a spitter head, so even if we do remove the gun, he's not going to be useless.
Do we have a plan?
Plan strong, Sato. I'm working on it. I have thoughts. Is that good enough? From right here, I do technically have an angle on him, but like he is so shielded. From here, he's really, really got my number on the coverage. And he's touched, right? Yeah, shit. Because the thing is, Soren could run over there and daze him. I can get to him with a dash, and then daze him. And maybe actually that's exactly the play. Maybe it is dash in, daze him, get 2 AP, and then use that 2 AP to move back. And we just we let him stand there dazed. Because when he's dazed, he only has 1 AP, right? So he wouldn't be able to fire his weapon. Do we actually know what the spit poison requires 2? Doesn't do anything about the foot pad, but I don't hate it, actually. All right. Let's dash up. Club him. Get my AP back from the daze. Incidentally, knocked his head off. And then... yeah, just fall back to... I stopped moving for some reason. What do I see that I did not see before? Oh, there's another mind fragger. Close enough that it will be able to get us, so that's okay. And I'm tucking you in here, not because it is a covered position, but because it is out of the way of my own shooting. But the thing is, we don't actually want to kill... yeah, this is a little annoying. If we actually kill these things... then they're going to spawn monsters on our turn, and those monsters are close enough to us. They're going to spawn monsters at the beginning of their turn, and those monsters are close enough to us that they'll be able to move in and get melee attacks off. So we would need to devote Overwatch time to them, which we can do. Right, I can move Arena down here, and we can take an Overwatch position. But we don't get to control who gets Overwatched, really, and the footpad is still going to run out here and try to do stuff, like... and also, we can't guarantee the Arena will clear and even one Umbra monster, even with Kill Zone. So it's pretty tough to say... yeah, I don't like this at all. The only thing I can say is I don't like this at all.
Watch out, I'm moving in.
I am going to move us up. I am going to initiate Overwatch to about here. Because the Umbra monsters don't have guns, right? They only come in for melee. Do I want her Overwatch in a place where it potentially gets the Yat dude? Because he might come back around and try to kill our melee guy, and I really don't want to lose another melee guy. But I do worry about... yeah, okay, just... Overwatch to here. You are on 24 health, so you won't bleed out next turn either. I'm wondering if we want to trigger one of these on purpose. But not knowing how this is going to work is really tricky. Because ordinarily they leave behind a thing that turns into an Umbra version at the beginning of the turn, but we don't know whether bleed is processed before that effect or after. All right. So Joe... I mean, like, I can't really do very much about this. I don't have the movement to get... Jacob could theoretically get 3 movement points in and put up Overwatch and maybe be able to catch the Mind Fragger moving in. But I think it's just gonna get what it wants. So that one is listed as having ability mind control. This one is not listed as having ability mind control. So I think he did lose it, despite the fact that we're not given an explicit indication on the chart of which body part does it. It's the head, right? It's the head. So okay, if we run alphabet up to here, I could just throw a decoy. But I'm mostly doing this right now to get a sense of how far Jacob can move. The problem is if I set up an Overwatch, this guy's going to eat it probably, right? He's going to move. But I guess I can set it up short. It's still, this guy's still, he's going to run toward the exit. So, yeah, he's going to eat an Overwatch unless I just kill him. But we don't really have the combination of abilities that'll let us do that easily, do we? I could have Joe go for this kill right here with quick aim. And then he's going to get the willpower back anyway, right? So I suppose that's worth doing. He can't move again if I do that, and that means that this guy could come around the corner and like ventilate him, which is very bad news. Shit. Throwing the decoy out probably is the right play. And we can just, bash the thing off of his head, I guess, is going to be the plan. I don't really like that as a strategy, but it is the thing we have available to us. Is this... How is this... What is the traversable area here? I'm wondering if the decoy could actually just block the pass. Like, can I make it so they can't come through? It's not clear to me. Let's try to defend against the Mindfragger like that. And then Jacob can't move even a single tile. So that's fun.
Receiving loud and clear.
Or, what's his alphabet? Can't move. Jacob can get to here. Jacob can get to the only spot in the whole world that's considered to be cover. And also, he's blocking the enemy spawn now. I don't know if that actually works that way, but wouldn't it be neat? Wouldn't it be neat if it did? And then I'm going to Overwatch to here, and we'll see what happens. That Overwatch was very carefully angled to not include any part of Omar's body. So... do I want to just drop the Triton? No, I really don't. I really want to let the Triton die of bleed during the turn because I really want to see what happens. So I think I'm just going to put you on Overwatch. I wish I had a better spot to move you to. I guess I can move you way up, but then he's going to get meleeed 6 times, right? Like, this thing's going to die. The possibility exists for him to get meleeed a lot. But we can throw up the Overwatch. All right, I'm committing. We're doing this. We're throwing up his Overwatch. He's going to actually Overwatch out to here. If the guy comes around with the gun or whatever, we'll see what happens. Okay, lots of horrible noises being made. That's fun. Okay, so do we... Yes, the Umbra monster does form, it looks like. Oh, but it disappeared immediately? He fumbled his gun thanks to the jamming field. But of course, there's a new Triton footpad. Okay, well, that worked out pretty much optimally. Okay, no, so it does inform, it goes into the... Okay. So the trigger for the Umbra turning into a real monster is before bleed damage is counted. That's incredibly important information. So, good thing to know for later. This guy fucked up. He's super dead. Who wants to do the honors? We're gonna have to kill the hatching sentinel this turn too, probably, as we push. So,
Standing by.
if we move Omar up to here, Omar can probably drop that thing, and then like, obviously my concern is, you know, people moving through. We gotta clear the road here. Okay, so this column is the hot column. So you can stand here where the shot is perfectly open and not be in anybody's way. That's the information that we needed. All right, fuck this guy. He's dazed, he's panicked, he's bleeding for some, but non-lethal. I mean, the daze is good. And obviously it's important to finish him off, but like I said, we also got to make sure we get this thing down. So, I'm not going to be able to stun him out from here, right? Because he'll just bleed to death. The paralysis is not worth... Do we get a readout of his strength? We don't, actually. So when you're trying to paralyze enemies, there's a little bit of guesswork involved, it looks like. I can move Jacob up, because Jacob has rapid clearance. So we can move Jacob to some position like this, take the easy shot with quick shot, leaving him 2 AP, so that then he can move and fire again and put rounds into the Sentinel, and then the Sentinel can get finished off by Alphabet, I think is the play. Yeah, I'm going to try that. We're also going to go ahead and hit quick aim right now. All right, you're going to go and get you some aim back, or get you some willpower back. Okay. So next shot is minus 2 AP, and actually, I get to move for free as well.
No rest for the wicked.
It is a little bit of a bummer that the you can't tell what you're able to see from that view. Oh, we don't need to kill the Mind Flayer.
Gotcha.
So actually, you can just finish the job here. Do I want to just kill the Mind Flayer or the Mind Fragger? Yeah,
One less to worry about.
because it makes the next attack cost nothing, and so theoretically, I could attack again even. Yeah, except that he has no vision of anything. And then that lets Alphabet move up and potentially become like an actual threat to somebody.
On my way.
I don't think I actually want to do that though, right? Because we don't want to spawn another Void Touched. Because they have 180 HP. So they're not going down to a single Overwatch volley, even if we put the whole Well, it depends on whether or not they're considered to have armor. I'd have to hit them with every single bullet in order for them not to survive it. So maybe it's okay to shoot him in the back. Like I would love to have some bullets for this footpad is what I'm thinking. So I don't really want to be devoting everybody's actions to shooting to overwatching Umbras. Oh, but I don't actually have like the vision I have of this guy is very, very fucked. So Irina can't quite see that guy no matter what. It might just be that the thing we have to do on this front is fall back. Let them funnel into the hallway. Because if I move into a position where I can do something about this guy, I'm getting myself too close to enemies that are going to spawn and then run at us. So yeah, we're just going to fall back on this front a little bit, I think. I don't love going back to the mist, but there's no fucking cover in this cave.
Here.
Unfortunately, Sato does not have the cheap Overwatch. But I'll put Sato on this side. Soren's probably actually okay where he is. With maybe like the shortest Overwatch of all of them. So like what I'm going to do here is back Irina up to a range where the footpad's not really a threat to her. But she also can shoot around everybody else.
Here I am. Let's do this.
And then we'll take this. They gotta come toward us. They can only melee, right? Okay. And then Sato. Things that get through Irina's shots, Sato tries to clean up. And then things that get through that, we can... Okay. And so here I am going to take the shot. I'm going to try to put the tyrant down. It looked like it applied the daze and refunded my AP, which I'm a little surprised by. Wow, that was probably audible. And there's no way I have a meaningful shot from here, right? Kill and run could get me cover out to there, and then I could try to provide Overwatch on the back end, and I'm probably pretty hard for that other guy to shoot. Yeah, let's see. Let's see if I can help out with the Umbra. Just to provide a little bit of what do you call it? A little bit of insurance. So yeah, this one came up with 240 health. Okay, that's totally fine, and it's really good that we got that guy to stop there and not absorb any Overwatch. That's a horrible waste of Irina's turn.
Good kill.
Enemy killed.
But okay, we got it. And now this guy has positioned himself like way out in the open. He really committed for that shot, and I'm not 100% sure why. I don't think that was very wise. I will say I do not have the ability to close on him enough to melee him, unfortunately. So let's see if there's any additional things. They have to be in this block here or the back corner of the base, pretty much. We're doing a good job clearing it without, necessarily exposing ourselves to tremendous danger. And as much as I want to capture a Pandoran, I'm not going to stress too much about it if it would impede our ability to keep everybody safe. Shot's pretty good. Let's take this and see what comes of it. Okay, got about half of his HP off. Didn't actually break any of his body parts, but I think that's probably fine. Actually, does Soren have... Yeah, Soren does just have run-up range. Just run up and thwack him and then take some cover. Okay, we have hatchet worms. Oh, that guy's daze proof entirely. I mean, I knew he wasn't taking Joe's daze, but that's because I thought it was because Joe was shooting him in the front, and that's, not how the thing works. Okay, that's concerning. I'm gonna get poison bursted. Shit. And I don't think we're going to be able to achieve Overwatch angles. Uh-oh. So I have no, I just have no shot here. All right, well, Jacob's going to run forward a lot. And then he has the 1 AP Overwatch. We can try to stop the worms on approach. You're done. You don't have anything else to do. I don't know why you keep asking. Yeah, I thought for sure we were going to get a little bit of a bounce there. This doesn't work on Overwatch, right? I don't think it does. Let me go to here. I'm assuming he just dropped, just his pistol. That's fine. No, it does. Okay, it does work on Overwatches. Well, then we will do our level best to try to keep you safe there, friend. I don't think she's going to be able to see anything before it gets into harm range, but we can try. We're doing everything that is in our power. Was that all the movement they have? Because that obviously, that makes me feel a lot safer. Wow, sure, a lot of dudes. Okay, so this... We'll have to wait a second. Do these things... They probably don't explode on death. Gosh, I wish you had a pistol that I felt comfortable using the bullets of. Okay, so one thing I can do is I can just move Soren out of the way for a moment, clean up everybody else's shots, and let's see what we can do as far as just clearing these things out, right? Jacob, what's your shot look like? I literally can't see the thing, but Jacob thinks it's right there. And I'm inclined to trust him. He's a pretty good shot. Yeah, they really don't seem to have very much movement, so let's move up just a little bit and go for it. We have to hit them with 2 bullets. Jacob probably doesn't need to move forward any more than that.
My turn.
Omar's probably not really shooting this turn. Alphabet can... We have to be careful because they do have a gun. So actually, Jacob might be retreating with kill and run. Yeah, that may well happen. Because he is low enough on health that he could, like, a random shot could actually be really ugly. You're not going to get anywhere that you can shoot anything. So I might want to back up a little bit more even. Can she make it to there? She just barely can't. Trying to figure out like what's going to let me shoot the gunner. And the answer is probably nothing. Let's go ahead and snatch up that pistol. I'm not proficient in its use. But I could run over and hand it to Soren, and Soren could use it to try to help us capture something. I could like move to here. Soren could spend his AP to take the pistol, and then I can just overwatch the ground, basically. There's like a solid wall between me and the Arthron. But if any of the worms get up here, they're in danger. You're pretending you can't grab stuff from him. Huh. It's weird. We can do backpack. I guess not when they're in Overwatch mode. I mean, or whatever. It's not a big deal. You're probably just not doing anything this turn. Because we're still closing from this side enough. I think that it makes some sense to just be cautious. It's all half cover, which I'm not wild about. Here, at least, I don't think the Arthron gets much of a view of us. I don't know that I believe I'm going to kill that, but yeah. That's fine. I am going to have Jacob back way the fuck up.
Pushing on.
He's fast. He's a good shot. He can get his shit figured out when he needs to. I'm so worried about the Arthron just spite sniping him. I think I'm going to commit Jacob here. Wherever Jacob goes is I got to consider what that's going to do to the Arthron's turn, because the Arthron's going to want to stop where it can shoot at Jacob. And I don't think Jacob's in any real danger, to be clear. I think I'm just going to call it there. You're good. Irina can't quite make the high cover while being able to shoot, but that's fine. I could move to here and just set up an Overwatch. How much ammo is left in my gun? 6 rounds. It's going to feel superfluous, right? It's going to feel like too much to take 2 shots at a poison worm. Maybe she stops shooting if the first shot kills it. And it's like the mind fraggers and stuff are the things I actually want to aim at, but we can't see them at all. All right, I do think I'm going to move her over to here, and we're going to set up the Overwatch. And whatever. If it feels like too much, that's fine. We'll just aim through the choke here. She does take the second shot even if the first one kills. Interesting. Not the way I would expect that to work. That guy's close enough that he's very stunnable. Alright. Sato kicking ass. So we got a poison worm. Can Irina see it?
Ready, willing, and able.
I can get to a position where I can see it.
I'm on the move. Ready to engage.
She get it? She did not get it. Irina, come on now.
Here I am. Let's do this.
Okay. That's a little annoying, but just a little. Okay, yeah, you can take stuff now. It's just, you can't do it while the other guy's in Overwatch, which I guess makes sense. The thing is, now I think I actually do want it to be Sato's action. I'm going to pass this over to you. I don't want to take your med kit. I want you to keep your med kit. Okay. Because this still gives me the ability to shoot this thing. We don't know its strength, and so we don't know if 80 damage, if 8 of this stuff is going to be good enough. And if it's not good enough, then we got to bring you around, and I'm not 100% sure what the math is on that. But in any case, poison worm's got to go. Okay. Now if I run you to here, oh man, maybe I should just try with the pistol first, because I really, really, really don't want to have my dude swinging in the, it's just like swinging in the open there. Like he would have no movement left. This thing has 3 rounds. Maybe we like just don't get precious with them. Who knows when I'll be able to manufacture more? Hard to say. But yeah, if we go for it with Alphabet now, we're basically just like consigning his life to hope. I wish it was a little bit closer. Well, we have, hold on, we have some ability to cheat that though, don't we? Oh, I think Irina might be the only one who actually has that ability. The ability to pass action points around. I ended up not taking it on a bunch of people because I don't actually think it's useful in all that many circumstances. But here it might have been worthwhile. I didn't take it on Jacob, yeah. Okay, the other thing I could do is I could run up and I could like hand it to Omar. Omar can run over to that dude and then still have an AP to move back. That's not horrible. And also Omar's tough enough to, you know, just like withstand if something goes awry. Which is the word of the day today. Alright, let me put this in Omar's kit. Yeah.
My turn.
It is, in fact, your turn, buddy. So yeah, I'd like to be able to break to that space at least, but I mean, we can see where he'll be able to move to. None of it's ideal. Is this enough? 8 paralysis relative to... Okay, so if I have to move back, I really don't. It's 8 of 10. So I could disable him here, but I really don't have the ability to move to any cover or anything. Well, whatever, I'm going to do it. Okay, and then you're just going to stay right there and just be really large and tough. You're going to get your other gun out so you have return fire, and fucking if somebody wants to make something about it, you will just crush them with your gun. Joe can close up to here and just end his turn, I guess. I don't really know, like, there's not a lot else to do. If I'm only going to be in half cover anyway, maybe the smart move is be in half cover here because that extends the field, the dampening field or whatever it's called, the make your gun not work field. You can maybe not be in the only high cover.
Never give up.
We can give the high cover to somebody who can use a gun. Except we can't really, because I don't have any people who can afford to use a gun. I am gonna run Soren over to here real quick. I feel fairly confident, yeah, that this is just like a back corner, but I think it needed to be checked. And then Soren, you're just not participating in combat. Like run Jacob to the high cover. That's probably okay. This guy's on 16, so it'll take 6 turns for his paralysis to wear off to the point where he can do anything again. That should be fine, right?
I got this covered.
Okay, nice. Little bit of shooting. So we don't know how much strength these guys have.
Difference.
But I do know I could run up and nourish that one twice as well. I could even do it from some kind of cover. There can't be that many enemies left on the map, is what I'm saying to myself. What I've decided are the rules of the game. I guess the last thing is actually in that block over there. Or there's a little bit of room here. All right, what are we looking at in terms of strength on you? 21. Well, shit, let's try to capture him. Oh, the pistol's pretty far away, though, huh? Let's see here. I mean, not that far. I could even... You do have will, so I could even, yeah, like run all the way up to here and make this work. The pistol deals 7 per shot. So, yeah, it'd be plenty. All right, so you give him the other one. And then you just tap him once. And then we can obviously give him more on future turns if we need to. And yeah, we just need somebody to press forward and reveal. Suppose it may as well be Alphabet. Alphabet, who does not have his medkit in his hand. And he can make that move for free, so we may as well. I guess let's run all the way up to here. This is a little risky, but he can he can throw a decoy. in an extreme situation, so... Uh-oh. I believe I have moved into its prep range, unfortunately. Yeah, I have. Okay, so there's no universe where I can kill this thing this turn, right? I can shoot it once with you. Actually, with Sato there, no, Sato can't get close enough.
Receiving loud and clear.
Jacob's fast. Okay, we can probably get this. I don't know that for sure that I need to. But if that was the goal, if the goal was to kill this thing, Jacob can make it to here. Yeah, Jacob can only have 1 AP for shooting, unfortunately. And it has 340 health. It has the armor on the head, but not that much armor.
I'm prepared.
What is the range on this? In 10 tiles? So I could run her up to here and then pass AP forward, which I think would... Yeah, that would be able to reach. Okay, no, we can make this work. We can kill it this turn. Let's kill it this turn. Because I do think we're in range where it's gonna react if we don't do something. Don't shoot that guy.
You like that?
Okay. So Sato can make it to here. And then with 2 more AP, he could make it to here. I hope that angle's open enough. I think it is. So, like, if I move to here, to the just to the point where I have room for 2 AP in my bar, she has to move up some to be able to use that ability. Pass the AP over. Then Sato can make it to right here. And then I could even quick, well, he can't quick, whatever, it's fine. This is good enough. And it looks like that was the last enemy, actually. All right. Turns into a couple of captures. I do not hate that. A little bit of damage, but we cleared a layer that was being a problem and got ourselves a level up and everything. Now there's still like a mist coverage on the like coast near India, right? We could try to hang out until the other base is back online. We're a little short on resources, and unfortunately this did not get us any of that. Any of those kinds of things. Diplomacy progression blocked. The attitude of the disciples of Anu toward the Phoenix Project cannot improve further until you have completed their diplomacy mission. Okay, I'll do that then. Yeah, no, I know. That's right, we have that thing. Okay, we're totally going to. That's going to happen. I do need to rebuild all the things I can rebuild. It's expensive. But that being shut down is a big deal. Yeah, so we could go down here and we could try to make sure there's no attacks happening, so I guess there's no reason to think that there's anything untoward. We have the energy generator here rebuilding. It's going to be a while. I'm wondering if, like, do we actually want to fly the Manticore all the way back to Europe? Or should we let this be the territory of the Tiamat for the moment? And do we want to stay over here and try to make sure things are okay? There's certainly a lot of stuff to explore, at least. But obviously the problem is that we don't have any medicals, so... And this base doesn't have one even to repair. We'd have to build one. And we don't have resources, but we do have... We don't have the resources for that, but we do have food. And we could trade to the people around here, although it actually looks like nobody has any tech for trade. Oh, no, okay, there's some tech for trade up there. Yeah, okay. Only 40. Well, I mean, we get the job done. Yeah, you know what? Let me consider it all next time, because actually, that mission took quite a while. I'm going to go ahead and just call this right here. Work was done, and I think it was pretty good, even if it was sort of plodding. Apologies for my slowness. I'm just like trying to be very, very cautious in the face of recent losses. That's going to be it for us for today. Thank you all so much for watching. When you come back next time, we're going to try to figure out what our coverage of the world is going to be. It could be that Manticore 1 is now just like the East Asian, is just going to stay at this base that we've just opened up and cover East Asia. The Tiamat can handle Europe, or we could send something to South America or to North America. And we do have that whole team in North America already. They do need an airship, and it's not going to be the other Manticore because that one's for fighting aircraft. We might need to build more aircraft. And when you come back, listen, we'll figure it all out when you come back next time. And we'll see you then.